Welcome back, ladies, to yet another episode of YuWoo. Today I have yet another indoor video. Why? Because indoors is where you never get harmed, but also it's really hard to find a cameraman. Today is going to be a very fun video, a very requested one after I gave you the option to request it. It's a what's in my bag video. Yay! Actually, this is my second time filming this video. I filmed it a few weeks ago with a different bag, but I'm not home right now, so I can't. I did a lot of fun stuff. I did what's in my bag, and I also did a haul of this Nana collab that I purchased with my own money. Nothing in this video is sponsored. Not that I am not receiving sponsorship offers. Cough to any brands that are listening. Yeah, this video might be a little messy because it's a bit mishmashed, but first half, what's in my bag? Second half, Nana merch unboxing. Third half, thirds. So yeah, let's get started with YuWoo's what's in my bag. I've actually been wanting to make this type of video for a really long time, and that's because I'm insane, and every time I get ready or I pack, I like to pretend that I'm saying, "Hi Teen Vogue, I'm you, welcome to my what's in my bag," and hopefully one day I'll get to say it for real, but probably not. So I guess before I do what's in my bag, I can do a what is my bag. Actually, I bought this bag yesterday. I haven't bought a bag in I think probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Not sure what the exact model and size is, but this is the Coach Western Tabby in Maple. I think this may or may not be the cargo version, but I'm not too sure. You can look that up yourself and verify. I'm actually really stingy when it comes to buying clothes. Outside of buying clothes for videos, I don't think that I've bought any sort of fashion or that kind of stuff in ages since I started on YouTube. The first item is actually something very iconic, even if you don't see it on my channel. It is my camcorder. Yeah, this has been my trusty camcorder, and it has been in service since I started on YouTube. Funny story, I was actually deciding between this cheap camcorder. I think it was about probably less than $100 American, and you can get it on Amazon. I don't have an affiliate link, sorry. I was deciding between this camcorder and one of those HD DJI Cosmo, I don't know the exact name, HD vlogging cameras, and I was trying to decide, do I want something that's light and convenient, or do I want something that has, a vibe, an edge, something that's more unique. So basically what I'm trying to tell you from that anecdote is that buying this camcorder is the best decision of my life, because if I did not have, a fun retro vibe and personality, I don't think that I would still be making videos to this day. So if you're someone who's trying to get started on YouTube or just filming the camcorder yourself, I highly recommend this one. The only issue is that I think the lens scratches easily, but that's more user error because I don't keep the thing on. To me, I think it's just super nostalgic how you can just, flick it open, and I just really like how retro tech is really interactive. I mean, this isn't retro, I think it was made in 2015, but you get my point, retro feeling tech, it's just more tactile, it's more, vibrant in terms of your kinetic experience. I'm just saying words, but you get what I mean. I'm sure you do. You might find this surprising, but I'm not the type of person who puts charms on their bags or decorates their own little items so much so, but I am someone who likes whimsy in smaller forms. So of course I have my little Cinnamoroll AirPods case. Very unfortunately, I lost the top of it. I think when I was on the plane, so it's just gone. I mean, it's incredibly cheap if you buy a plastic case online, so no harm, no foul. I'm not really sure whether you'd actually want advice about beauty or whatever from a man, considering none of you are, and that's fine. However, you seemed open to it in my comments, so I'm going to give you my Yuru's What's in My Bag Beauty Edition. I feel like this is kind of a cheat, because I don't necessarily have these things in my bag every day, but it's also kind of a monthly favorites. Now, because I am incredibly vain, I could dedicate several dozen videos on like the types of products that I use, or like, you know, that family of stuff. But this is sort of my litmus test of whether that's possible. Yeah, let's get started with my very in-depth What's in My Bag beauty segment. The first item is this. I'm not sure if you can tell, but my hair is incredibly very dry and very damaged because my hair is bleached and has been dyed like 1,000 times. For me personally, I do have a mild distrust of beauty YouTubers who are like,
oh, these are the top 10 products that everyone is using in Japan, Korea, China, etc., right?
Because those are often drugstore products, and I think if you go to salon, they're always going to warn against using that. Even when I was bleaching my hair, the salon assistant, she was like, you should really invest in a more expensive shampoo. The two products that save my hair besides regular using hair oil before and after like blow drying is this. Yeah, this is the Milben Plarmia collection, obviously not sponsored.
My ultimate recommendation for someone who has like really damaged hair or just really dry hair, just to recap, I have like 2A-ish, 2B hair that's like naturally very coarse, thick and wavy, and I use heat a lot, but I think it looks passable once I think my hair stuck to this. But yeah, these two are my holy grail products I recommend. It's a very nourishing shampoo hair mask combo used in the shower. You'll never need anything else again if you have the same hair type. Trust me on this, it is worth the investment, okay? Okay.
Next item that is always in my bag is this La Roche-Posay 50 sunscreen. I know it's kind of random and it's not like a very aesthetic thing,
but if you're like me, you're probably used to using like Asian sunscreens, right? And you've just accepted that sunscreens that are thick, viscous, white cast leaving, and just feel really suffocating is just the standard and the norm. But I feel like, honestly, because I hated dealing with sunscreen, I would just go outside without sunscreen. So, simple item, this La Roche-Posay 50 sunscreen, it feels like nothing.
Does it completely have no white cast? I wouldn't say so. There's still some. And is it greasy? Yes, it is. But if you're really concerned about grease, you can just put some loose powder over it. And you're good, you're set, then it's fine. You don't need anything else but this. And this is a recurring theme that I have in a lot of my What's My Bag items. You don't need anything else but this. But I am open to having my mind changed. If you do have better alternatives, then let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. My next really essential item is really lame. It's these little generic hair clips. For me, I feel like if you use generic plastic clips that are just like really thin, they break really easily and they don't really hold up your hair if you've got like thicker hair. So for me, because I have to like strain my hair, not every day, but like pretty often, because my self-hatred from I do find this sort of clip really useful. My next item is kind of embarrassing, but something that I think a lot of you need, and that is fiber. If I'm completely being honest, I don't eat enough vegetables and I eat way too much fast food, but the way that I like to offset this is by eating a fistful of these supplements. Once again, not sponsored, these are just like the ones that my dad uses, and he's like, you know, he gives them to me because he buys them by the crate. But I think my current like beauty obsession is this Educate MS peptide serum. I really hate making expressions, and I'm actually really insecure about the way that I look whenever I move my face, so that's why I don't. This is really great because it numbs your face and it's like really good for smoothing out wrinkles. Obviously, this isn't a miracle product. There's no such thing as a miracle product. And if we're on the topic of skincare, I just got off Accutane a few months ago, so I wouldn't be comfortable recommending like a skincare product that's like a miracle product because my skin is medicated. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to do a skincare video right now, because my skin is indeed medicated and it won't really apply for you until I'm off medication. I do have dry type skin, and that's the reason why I stopped, because
it caused me like grievous bodily harm in terms of its side effects. There's obviously the popular side effects, like, I don't know, like your skin breaking out even more, the stuff that they list on the label, but I think besides skin dryness, it also causes bowel dryness, so I really had to like, you know, and also my like hands and nose and lips were like constantly bleeding from like the dry skin, so Accutane is good. It's the only thing that cleared my blackheads, and once I stopped Accutane, it all came back. So Accutane is not on my monthly favorites for this month.
And next segment is unboxing this really cool Nana collection that I got online on Taobao. I'm sure you guys saw if you're into like shoujo anime and that kind of stuff. I feel like there's been a really big resurgence in like Nana recently with all the collabs, and I'm not completely sure why, but I'm not complaining. I saw there was the Vivian Westwood manga collab and the Uniqlo collab, and those were, I think, received in a pretty lukewarm way. I don't agree or disagree, but I did not purchase them. But I was on TikTok the other day and I saw someone post about this Dawn Smoke X Nana collection. And at first I was like, huh, what's Dawn Smoke? And I looked into it and it's this small Chinese fashion brand. So after I looked at the prices and I saw that they were incredibly, reasonably priced, I decided to buy half the collection. And I wanted to buy it all, to be honest, because they were doing this sale where if you buy a bunch of things, they'll give you a bunch of like little Nana standees and stuff. But it is a very non-unisex collection in terms of both sizing and how do you put this? In terms of fit. So I only bought less than a quarter of the collection, which in total still less than $100 US. Very, very, very cheap and very, very cool. I bought everything that I could fit in their unisex section. So starting off, all the items come in this really nice Ziploc style packaging with graphics on them, which was super easy to open. Because I hit the $80 mark, I also got a bonus box of badges and other small charms that I'll open here later. The first item we have is this very interesting cheetah print cap that I didn't buy wear outside because I'm much too self-conscious and have a weird head shape, but would make good room decor for videos. I will say though, it feels incredibly cheap and the material is just so thin. Try it on. Oh, I look like I'm on Jersey Shore. I'm not going to spend too much time on this purple hoodie since you already stared at it this entire video. Most of the pieces they had for sale wouldn't fit me, so the next item I got is just this little cream colored t-shirt with a simple I Heart Nana design on it. The hoodie and the t-shirt don't really feel terrible, and I wouldn't expect a premium feel for this price, but it's definitely beneath, say, Uniqlo's standard for simple tees, I would say. I'm not going to put this on because it'll be a hassle to change out of my shirt. But this is also a size XL, and it looks like it would fit normally, but also a bit on the smaller side. It's got a really cute design though, like the I Love Nana. I really like how there's chibi characters in the main cast. They're so cute. For the last item, it's going to be a key necklace that's underneath all these freebies. We've got all sorts of cards and badges that the clothes come with, and my thoughts during the opening were basically, well, this is quite nice and pretty, but I bet it cost them pennies to make, so it's not that generous. Though I will say though, they definitely could have sheeped out, so having holographic and glittery prints on the cards is very much appreciated. Standard Taobao jewel case opener, that's actually a very nice addition. These are fun keys. Yeah, I never really remember to film an outro, but here I am once again, and I will be reading the members segment shortly. Thank you to Annette Moriori, Balancito, Chihyo Kinesis, Zeno, Angeli, Milk Tea, Estelle, Angel, Simon Says, and you wife aka Dante. As always, a big I love you to all of my other members as well, and of course those who didn't sign up for video shoutouts as well. If you want perks like hours of bonus video content, custom emojis that I handmade, as well as ever-evolving badges next to your name, then please do consider joining my membership. The lowest tier is always the lowest possible price in your region. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.